To health matters now. Controversies surrounding recent claims that some unscrupulous individuals are exporting Kenyan blood to foreign markets have caught the attention of experts in the medical fraternity. The argument has been that as Kenya faces blood shortage, some people have taken advantage of loopholes to export blood to other countries, with the latest controversy now involving a widely circulated report by World Integrated Trade Solution WITS indicating that Kenya exported at least 58,854 kgs of human and animal blood microbial cultures worth 71.2 million shillings to various countries in 2024. In the following report, Gloria Milimu digs deeper into the controversy, examining the complex questions surrounding Kenya's blood collection, regulation and export. Take a look.
In Kenya, blood donation appeals have become a near daily presence, echoing across WhatsApp groups, Facebook posts and community networks. What was once an occasional call for help has over time been normalized. Urgent messages circulating as hospitals struggle to find enough donors, and in the most tragic cases, patients losing their lives due to blood shortages. Yet, against this backdrop of scarcity and desperation, a more troubling narrative has begun to surface. Allegations that blood is being exported beyond the country's borders. In the sprawling slums of Mukuru in Nairobi, where survival is often stitched together day by day, I meet this 54-year-old woman whom we shall name Tracy in order to protect her identity. She is perhaps now the poster child for the allegations swirling around the export of Kenyan blood abroad. The mother of three claims that she is among at least 60 people from Mukuru who have previously participated in alleged research projects since 2015 that interrogated the nexus between behavior and biological factors influencing cardiovascular diseases in the area.
Nilichukuliwa damu tuchupa tutatu, kasema anaenda kupima. Wakatuelezea wakipima atakuja kutuelezea matokeo. After hiyo tuko tunapatiwa chai kikombe moja na mkate toast tatu.
While Kenya routinely undertakes large-scale and specialized testing in populations to determine factors that influence diseases, the collection, storage, and exportation of human blood samples for research in Kenya by foreign entities, like the one she claims drew samples of the precious commodity and other samples from her, are tightly regulated in order to ensure ethical compliance to protect participants' privacy. Above all, experts say these entities must work hand in hand with local institutions in order to secure the necessary approvals. The collaborative network is meant to ensure transparency, accountability, and the protection of research participants at every stage of the process. However, it has now emerged that the blood samples that were drawn from participants like Tracy were allegedly exported under unclear and unregulated circumstances, according to the National CBO Council.
Sasa after sisi kuchukuliwa hiyo damu, ndio tuliambiwa hii damu hii inaenda kusaidia watu wa nje. Msijaribu kutolewa damu na ilikuwa ishatolewa.
I have a report that says these people, the only place they mentioned the blood was going for research is South Africa. They used to tell them they're getting samples to take to South Africa to see their resistance to diseases that are found within Kenya.
Even more alarming is the allegation that participants were paid in exchange for these samples, including blood. Claims that continue to propel the blood smuggling wheel by unscrupulous individuals locally working in cahoots with criminal networks.
When a sudden criminal comes to Kenya and start giving people money to get blood samples, it will be very difficult for this country going forward to get frontiers on blood donations in this country. We'll be forced now to have a law that is going to allow us to pay people to give blood. Because if they have been paid before, why not pay again?
These allegations now seem to be backed by a 2024 report on Kenya's human and animal blood microbial cultures export of trade value 71.2 million shillings that saw the country export at least 58,854 kgs of these products to various destinations in Africa and further afield. According to the report, these microbial cultures were exported to countries like Ethiopia, Tanzania, Ghana, United States, United Kingdom, Zimbabwe, Uganda, Malawi, Belgium, France, Switzerland, South Africa, and United Arab Emirates, among others. We wanted to understand what these products were since the report had stirred controversy. And to help us do that is medical lab scientist Peter Otunga from the Aga Khan University Hospital in Nairobi. Otunga, who has debunked that theory, says there seems to be a misunderstanding about what whole blood is and whether the blood derivatives that are exported actually amount to exploitation of people.
Whatever is here that is being exported, this is a product that has been manufactured by non-medical industry, yes, which is now acting like a soil for you to grow an organism. You can grow bacteria on it, and then after you have grown your bacteria, then now you are able to see that bacteria growing, and then you go ahead and identify which kind of bacteria that has grown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's not what's out there that we are exporting blood based on this report?
No. Mm-hmm. Based on this report, no, we are not exporting blood.
Explaining the science behind blood donation, Otunga says the process begins with the collection of a single unit from a blood donor and sent to a laboratory where it is separated into its 4 components, namely the red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma, each carrying a distinct and life-saving role within modern medicine. Well, this is not the first time that allegations of illicit trade of blood donated by Kenyans have rocked the Ministry of Health and the nation at large. During his tenure, former Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe went on record claiming that cartels and criminals within the ministry he headed at the time were smuggling blood to other countries in the region such as Somalia.
What I can tell you is that there's an investigation going on and we expect arrests to be made.
Kenya's Directorate of Criminal Investigations took up the matter, interrogating the alleged involvement of Kenya National Blood Transfusion Service officials. The revelations would later trigger a push for tougher punitive measures aimed at dismantling the illegal trade. Proposed penalties included fines of at least 20 million shillings and revocation of license for institutions found guilty of contravening the law, and a 10-year prison term and fines of up to 10 million shillings for individuals implicated in the illicit trade. Meanwhile, Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has dismissed claims that Kenya exports donated human blood, terming the reports misleading. In his response to queries that the allegations to the Senate Health Committee Thursday, CS Duale said that the Ministry of Health does not export donated human blood or blood components for the manufacture of derived blood products abroad, adding that the country's blood system operates under strict regulatory and quality assurance frameworks to safeguard patient safety and uphold ethical standards.
And we want to even ask the investigative agencies to seek and apprehend the culprits who are peddling and publishing misleading health information, because health is very critical. The SEG report is similar to a report of trade flows through Kenya, and it's not the World Bank. You know, people are saying it's the World Bank report.
The global demand for blood continues to rise. In Kenya alone, at least 500,000 pints of blood is required annually to adequately meet the country's demand. Yet, annual collections remain critically low, fluctuating between 150,000 and 200,000 pints per year, a shortfall that leaves hospitals and patients grappling with persistent shortages. And as controversy continues to swirl around these allegations, what's emerging is that there is a thin line between facts and scandal. Gloria Milimu, KTN.
Gloria Milimu with that report.